Hi, welcome to the reading break tutorial for Pictures Are for Babies. So what is the reading break? In short, the sessions in Pictures Are for Babies are meant to really test the abilities of the student and try to make them do exercises at the edge of their ability. So that means that it is effortful practice and they might get frustrated sometimes or simply just tired. For that reason, the sessions are meant to be short, of about 15 to maybe an hour at most, but really 15 to 30 minutes is okay. And during these sessions, if the student gets tired, we can take a break. So this is my student. This is Tigrillo. Say hi, Tigrillo. Hi, I'm Tigrillo. He's Tigrillo. And why do you speak funny? I speak funny because I'm from Mexico. He's from Mexico. And I love carnita asada. And he loves carnita asada. And so the very first thing you need to know about the reading break is that the student before the session picks a book. So in this case, Tigrillo, what do you pick? I wanted a love story. A very passionate love story. So I got these. Oh, it says, read past the story of food. Yeah, I'm in love with food. So he likes food, so he picked this book about food. And so, as you can see, it's not really like a children's book. And that's because for the reading break, it's the tutor's job to read the book. So it's a break. We don't want the students to be reading. So it's simple instructions. You pick the book before the session. When the student decides that they need a short break, you pick the book and you start reading to them. So in this case, we're gonna pick from random. No, Papa, talk to me about cheese. Okay, he wants to learn about cheese. Let's see. I don't think there is a specific thing about cheese. No. Oh, there's feasts. You want to learn about feasts? Yeah, let's learn about feasts. I love to feast. Okay, page 137. So I go to that page and just start reading. So you want to position yourself in a way that lets the student see the book while you read, and in that way they get used to seeing the letters and how they associate to sounds, but they don't have to make any effort. This is a break. But part of using this reading break instead of, games or snacks. I want a snack. Well, I guess you can use snacks too, but mostly we want to use the reading break as a reward because, reading is what this is about. This is what we're teaching the students. So we want them to develop an intrinsic love for literacy. And the other use cases of this reading break is for if you have a really young child, you want to know if they are, at the point where they can start taking explicit instruction. So you can sit with them and make the reading break. Make the session maybe 80% reading break and 20% instruction. And then if they're ready, you can, slowly add more instruction until the reading break is just a minority of the time, sorry. Another purpose of the break is to develop oral language and background knowledge, which are going to be important for developing reading comprehension. So in this case, this is not a children's book, but it helps them learn more. The only thing there would be if they have to ask too many questions and it's getting very slow because they don't understand many things. Maybe you can help them pick a different book in a similar theme, and they can, read about that. So we're gonna start the reading break. And I'm gonna put in the book like this. I can use my finger to trace the letters. Okay, so look at this. What's that, Appa? Looks like a funny dude. Yeah, it's like a big plate. Oh, I like big plates. Feasts. Feasting. The coming together of people to share a special meal is a practice found in societies around the world. Feasts are held for a variety of reasons, religious or political, to celebrate an event, perhaps a coronation or military victory, for transactional or economic motives, to entertain, impress, or bring together a community. Often, feasts have a noticeably structured aspect, governed by rules and rituals. So that's how the session goes. I'm not gonna keep reading too much, just to make this short. But maybe you wanna take 5 minutes reading, and when they're ready to tackle the exercises again, they can go back to instruction. Otherwise, you end the session. So in this case, the sessions become a little bit more about connection between the student and tutor, and not just about doing exercise after exercise, which again, because the exercises are selected based on where the student is, just doing exercises alone will probably be boring. And again, I don't want to lie and pretend that this type of practice is not boring or effortful. It works because it is based on the principles of deliberate practice, of doing things at the edges of one's ability, and of focusing on the skills that they need, not simply on repeating exercises that are simple or playing games. That's not really what's being shown to work in the field of expert development. So that's why Pictures Are for Babies does not follow any of these approaches. That's the reading break. So we're gonna maybe read a little bit more, just to do a little bit more demonstration, and then we'll end it. Yeah, tell me more about feasts. Okay. No, pal, let me look at the pictures. Okay, so this has pictures, so he wants to look at the pictures. Pa, there's no food, there's only plates. And yeah, well, the food disappeared. What's that? Okay, it says, fishing with spears, harpoons, and hooks was commonplace in late Ice Age Europe. Line fishing using small barbed points of fish hooks was practiced about 14,000 years ago. Images of fish and fishing equipment, weapons, and cave walls occur around this time, suggesting that fish were an important part of the hunter-gatherer diet. What's a hunter-gatherer, pa? I don't know that word. Oh, it's like someone who goes from place to place, just like picking berries and hunting animals. Oh, I don't want that. I don't like that lifestyle, pa. I just want to stay with you and you feed me carnita asada. Yeah, don't worry, it's in the past. You don't have to do that. Thank God, because I love carnita asada. Appa, I'm done with the break. Let's go back to reading. Okay, so that's really the reading break. There's not much to it, but hopefully it's a way to break down sessions into smaller chunks and help children not get bored too easily or not get discouraged. Thanks for watching.